Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Today's random button tells me to play as the perfect character, which starts with perfect items. Oh yeah, perfect. XL floor and not much health, but look at this tier size. My damage must be pretty good. Okay, anyway, I looked at it twice. So, boomerang freezes dudes, which is pretty cool of it to do. Okay, you're not playing nice, friend. Also does twice your damage. So if I end up with a ton of damage, it'll actually get pretty strong. Also, bosses and mini-bosses have a bit of a cooldown before they can be affected with the status effect again. Oh, there's a tiny dude. I didn't even see him there. Okay, calm down, friends. I don't want to be your friends if this is how you're going to act. Anyway, I'll just use it a lot because my fire rate's not good. So, XL floor means there are 2 item rooms, 2 bosses, 1.8 times as many rooms as normal. But only 1 of anything else, so we lose special rooms. On the first floor it matters a lot less though, so it's kind of okay. And that's about it. We spawn with God's Flesh, which is not a super useful item in reality. Unfortunate, but true. It is a chance to shoot a tier that shrinks enemies. That happens, you can walk on those enemies until they revert to normal size, which is honestly altogether too soon for the possible usefulness of the item, basically. So I generally don't do it just because it's not unlikely that I end up walking straight into an enemy as it's getting larger, or a lot of the times enemies spawn other enemies when they die or something like that. And then you're left with like, oh, if I walk on him it'll just spawn something that'll hit me anyway. It's just not something I'm a huge fan of. But with the right enemies it is rather nice when you can take advantage of it. So, cool. That's all I wanted, was to check the other item room, but I'm going to check the curse room now as well. So first item room gave us the peeper, bounces around, 8 damage on contact to enemies, and it blocks tears in this video game, which is nice. Wow. Anyway. Okay, I'm just going to use this now, which is 2 soul hearts, and that's good. Could get this chest for free with the bomb item that the mini boss dropped, but I'm just not going to worry about it. Alright, cool item here too. And we also got super bandage, which 1 health up and 2 soul hearts up. Oh, I totally shot that slightly early. Unfortunate. So Head of the Keeper gives coin tiers. They're larger, but they don't do more damage. When they hit an enemy, there's a chance that a penny will drop. It's always a penny, so that means it can't be a lucky penny or anything like that. But it's easier to hit stuff, and you get money for it sometimes. It's all good. This doesn't look weird at all with coins appearing in my eye. I totally did that to myself. Oh well. With the coins appearing and disappearing in that eye where the peeper is. Well, where the peeper came from. This is not cool. I'd appreciate if you would like jump on these dudes for me, but don't want to. That was close. So we got the pill, which the caffeine pill gives me a pill. It's speed up, size down, and then the lucky scab, which is a luck up and a health up. Then we get 2 raid items right here. And everything is good in life, and I'm leaving. So Goat Head guarantees that every devil room will open if it's possible for it to, and that it will then stay open indefinitely. 0.15 speed up. Honestly, this is more speed than I want. I'm not happy here. Take me home. I want my other Oh god, get out of here. Thank you. God dang it. How did this one room go so badly? Okay, I need to not have this trinket. I'm way too fast. Okay, okay. Just let me go. And I promise I'll still kill you all. That's the way that we want this arrangement to go, right? I'm stuck. Okay, so anyway. I don't have the extra key right now for that. But we'll continue our grind to victory. Or whatever. Nope. Screw it. He wasn't going to do anything to me for walking on him. That was my opportunity. I froze him and everything. Nice miss. It's like I was trying to get hit there. This is my secret room. So I want to check this out. This room wants there to be a door at the top, so provided it's not completely impossible, there will be. God dang it. With this fire rate, this room is just like a death trap. Trying to get as much damage out there as I can. Well, that was unfortunate. But we're on the way. If I get down to just the one heart, then I'll probably use this pill in case it's balls of steel, but until then, still no go. And then if it's tears down, I'll just die. Basically. Because my fire rate is already way too low to be particularly playable with what I have. We've got a lot of potential with this build. That's why I kept the red heart, by the way, since I got goat head. It was more valuable as something to trade to the devil than as 3 soul hearts. Okay, that didn't do very much for me. But it wasn't bad, so there is that. Scorpio gives me poison tears. That guarantees poison on enemies the first time I hit them. I was so positive that I would make it past. Oh, I walked into that. Anyway. This is already much better. Except the tear damage. But like the tears are really good, and the damage might actually be fine, because the 1-tick thing doesn't often matter. Anyway, is it worth it? I think it's worth it. Black Lotus is one of each type of heart. Is this XL? No. It's Curse the Blind, though. And Kamikaze lets me blow myself up for half a heart of damage in order to, well, to have a bomb. Okay, there was a drop. There's a bomb. What are you? Cricket's body? Alright. -1 fire rate delay. Range down. And my tears will split into 4 tiers with shorter range and half the damage of the tier they split from. It's good though. And as we get more range and stuff, the tiers will travel farther and then they'll be able to do a lot more work. But as it stands, it's still pretty good. I do need range. Or this isn't gonna work out well. But you know, it's a cool item I don't see very often. Also has high knockback. But that's fine. Okay, just making sure to back off. He wants to shoot at me sometime. But I don't really need to do that until now. Hey, buddy. There you go. You get a useful item here, which is either a cube of meat or a ball of bandages. And that blocks tears, does 7 damage to enemies on contact, and does so frequently. Gonna go in. Since we don't have a... I'll play it, I guess, first. But we don't have Goat Head, because we died. God dang it. Can't get any double plays. There we go. Alright, well that was your only chance. Anyway. Wanted to see if it wanted to give me an item. But it's more valuable. Well, it's not more valuable, but on another floor it would be more valuable as Devil Room chance. In this case, it was just more valuable as being blown up because any drops it could give me were better than the no drops that I was getting from giving it health. I have the extra bombs. Alright, Samson's Chain's solid. Gives me a ball and chain. I can use that to destroy rocks and props and such. Does minor damage to enemies, but most importantly, it blocks tears perfectly. So if I just stand directly behind it, no tears will get past it. Meaning no tears will get to me. So it's pretty good. And it means that I can always get tinted rocks and stuff. I'm still not going to use it for tinted rocks and stuff, unless I'm actually out of bombs. Because bombs are not that valuable of a resource until you don't have them. And, I mean, I have them now. It's unlikely that I will run out in the rest of this run. It's just not a frequent occurrence. Usually, you'll run out of them for the first couple floors, and then you'll just have more than you can use. Alright, Monstro. That works for my plans. And that works even better for my plans. Tears up and shot speed up, so that will help with the Cricket's body. An Incubus shoots my tears as a familiar, but it can't get range downs. But it has my tear effects and my tears and stuff. It's rather good. It's for sure the best familiar in the game. Alright, what you got? So I've got a good fire rate on 2 sources now. Need to work on damage a little bit, but even without, I'm doing pretty well. Takes a little bit to kill certain enemies. That's just because that thing's a jerk. Master of running away, huh? Okay, so I'm not even intending to destroy those, of course. Okay, so that's always good to just destroy as many of them as possible. The rest of them will be like one shot. Meaning you can pretty much finish the job immediately. Alright, what do we got here? Little haunt. Could be worse. Could be better, could be worse. Worse, you know. And that will hunt enemies down if it's close enough to them. Follow them for a while, do 2 damage per hit, and chance to fear. Honestly, not that good. I would kind of prefer most enemies not be feared, in all honesty. But what are you gonna do? So I should be able to get the black candle. Okay, yeah, I've got it now. Which is a black heart, and no floors can have curses unless I get them from pill effects. So it's a removal of curses and black heart. It's good times. So now I'm just looking to trade out my used item. A Hanged Man, Flight for a Room, that's better than what I had. This is a speed up and a size down. A range down, shot height up. but that amounts to a range up for anyone that doesn't have, like, Brimstone. So basically, it's a range down for Azazel, which means don't take it. But for everyone else, it's worth taking unless, you know, you, for whatever reason, don't want it. But, like, not like it matters with real Brimstone, because real Brimstone is not limited by range. So it's pretty much just a thing. Alright. So right now, we just need to kind of relax. Or Babylon's good, by the way. We just have to hope to get to a point where we can use it. This run I could really use Guppy's Paw. But Whore of Babylon, if I get down to half a red heart or less with any number of soul hearts, I get a 1.5 damage up and a 0.3 speed up. Two things that I could certainly use, although I don't really need speed anymore. I'm quite fast. Okay, you're dead. You're all dead to me. Thank you. Well done. Technically more useful. Can use this to get stuff over here. Use that to jump gaps. Gives you invincibility as well, and it's fast. But it's not always cooperative. And I'll forget I have it within moments, basically. So be ready for that. But I'll try. I hate these guys. They're so uncooperative in their movements. There we go. Okay, seems I didn't get anything out of that one. Empress's Whore of Babylon for a room. I'm gonna keep the flight for the time being. Even though I guess technically I don't really need it. It's more useful in some situations. And I might want to save health rather badly. Okay, so we should be in good shape right here. Should be in absolutely no danger thanks to Samson's chains. So I just chill now. And then when the boss dies, I just go out this way, and then the pooters don't mess with me. Range up. Helps. I don't have the health to take either of those. I am just gonna head out because of that. We're getting there. We are getting there. Alright, good choice there. That room's often pretty tough. Can be pretty dumb too. No thank you, I've learned my lesson. When I run this fast, I don't need to be that much faster. Cool. All cool. All cool. Shiny rock. When rocks are destroyed, props as well, they drop money for me that I didn't already have. Obviously. They drop money. That's the moral of the story. So it's a get-rich-quick scheme. Glad I didn't walk into that spike. I can't afford that right now. No, wait, that's Lucky Rock that does that. I knew that. Anyway, Shiny Rock makes tinted rocks and rocks with trapdoors under them glow when you enter a room, and then every handful of seconds after that. So I need the Soul Heart first and foremost, and I'll come back if I get up to 7 for the Mom's Key. That'll be the dream. Don't need these things. So, another thing about how to jump that's kind of annoying is the random range. You will jump a random distance, which means it's not always what you want to do. That's why I want to keep the hangman as well. Infestation spawns kamikaze flies when I get hit. So that's a tinted rock. I want this rock anyway. Okay, so I got the money. And I got some soul hearts, which are good. Then I walked on that, which is also good. So Mom's Key gives me 2 keys and makes it so that chests are relatively likely to contain about 1 million different things. Basically, it just gives chests much larger loot pools at the same time. Okay, this is all good. Of course I got the devil room. This time I have bombs and things. Evil range and shot speed up like it says, gives a black heart. Krampus is good news. Knockback is less good news. Having half a black heart's really good though. So that was a strategic hit. This increases the size and damage of my tiers based on the distance they've traveled. That'll apply to the split tiers as well, which is pretty sweet. What have we in here? Nothing for the moment, but I will bomb this dude so that he gives me some devil room chance perhaps. If I can get rid of my red hearts and get back to that room, that'll be 2 soul hearts for me. Or 3 soul hearts. Or if I lose any red hearts, it'll be full health. But since I have red hearts, it won't give me any. It won't give me soul hearts. So that's a little unfortunate, but not a big deal. Okay, this is all good. That went fine. Perhaps against expectation. I certainly always expect to get hit in that room. I also expected that to hit me. That was pretty lucky. There's our item room, where we get Bum Friend, picks up money, and drops random pickups. I intended to get hit there, actually. So these random pickups are not usually that valuable, and he also has the ability to take my ever so valuable lucky pennies, which, well, makes me not like him much, but the chance at Super Bum makes him kind of okay in my book sometimes. I guess I can give the rest of the money this thing. So I don't really need bombs or I would fly for this one. Could have flown for the last room, but I also didn't need that. Oh, so we got the Fate's Reward. Another good familiar. It shoots my tiers, my damage, most of my tier effects, not all of them, but it shoots at its own fire rate. And yeah, it doesn't take certain tier effects like Brimstone and stuff like that. Thanks for that, Mom. Certainly would say this is better. Chance to shoot a poison tier. Oops, I walked right into it. So yeah, I'll take Dead Cat. And then I'll take that just to get rid of my health. Not that I can get out of here. Take Death's Touch as well. So Dead Cat gives me, well, sets me to 1 red heart, and then gives me 9 respawns at 1 red heart. Death's Touch gives me 1.5 damage up, 0.3 tiers down. Larger tiers that pierce enemies. Sadly, what I'm not getting here is an activation of the Cricket's body until the tears hit the ground, so not on enemy hit like it would with the Parasite, just when they hit the ground at the end of their range. So in this particular situation, I'm better off with less range, and that's too bad because I have a bunch now. Then the Ghost Baby shoots Spectral Tears. It's not very good. Dang, that took a lot to kill. Okay, are we good? Thank you. Walls are nice, though, since those work for spawning the dudes. Dudes being the extra tears. Thank you for dying. Okay, you're all the way up there. I respect that. I also respectfully request your death. I wasn't sure I'd get away with that. I also didn't think I'd get away with that one. Not playing risky enough right now. This lack of damage intake is both startling and disturbing. How I know I'm doing it wrong, basically. Okay, you're dead. So this is just a great boss rush build, as you can tell. Not the most useful item there, sadly. We do have Whore of Babylon active now. It's another reason it was worth it to take the other dude. I just wanted to get rid of my health, so I took Ghost Baby. This late in the game, it's often to your advantage to not have any red hearts. Well, that happens. As soon as I do something like that again, I will have red hearts again, though. Oh, this room's not fun. Takes too long. These dudes don't want to pop up. Especially when my tears go all the way around the room so easily. Okay. Oh, I thought I'd get some tears past, but I didn't. So this direction seems promising. Nope. Bum friend, you're only here for the potential that I get the other bums. You have no other purpose in life. Sorry to inform you. Alright, Loki 2. Easy. 7 coins. Can be any kind. Mine? They're that kind. Alright, so I'll take the guppy piece here. 50% chance to revive at a half heart on death. And then you... Dang, you did not get the half heart. And I can't get to a half heart at the moment, because I only have but 1 heart. So, just start activating the nail. Gives me 1 soul heart. 1.7 damage up. And a bit of speed down. Contact damage to enemies. And rocks get crushed when I walk on them, as do props. Yeah, so I'll go get quad shot right quick. Had enough invincibility to get out. So I and Incubus shoot 4 tears instead of 1 with a good shot spread for hitting more than one of those tears. And with piercing, of course, it's a good life. And then, of course, they hit the wall and they all split into 4 more tears. You can see the difference in my damage output very plainly already. So, it's kind of why I took that. Let's get some tier blocking in here. This is not a run that can go to Hush. I would die, for sure. But that's cool. Who needs it? I needs it. I want it, but can't have it at the moment. Maybe next time. I might still not make it here. I really need, like, I was just counting on the cube of meat to be in position in time for that one. Thought it looked possible. I was incorrect. Neat. Also neat. There we go. Totally a shortcut, don't worry about it. It's a great fire rate though, for having quad shot. I figured that was, god dang it, exactly the number of keys that I had to spare. So why not go for it? That's why not go for it. Could have also used Hanged Man. But I'm saving it for a special occasion. And that's that. Just haven't had a special enough occasion yet. Alright, so now I'm gonna not use keys and stuff. Nah. This is all going according to plan, don't worry. Shop prices are all half off, some are rounded down, some are rounded up. And eventually I will find this boss. Maybe. Maybe it didn't spawn, just as a final game's way of saying that you don't get to find bosses. Just don't spawn one. It's the only thing it hasn't tried. I look forward to its attempt. One day we'll get a very specific and strange, non-reproducible glitch where the exact said thing happens. Okay, so what do we have in our boxes? Nothing good? Well, this could help. This is a chance of invincibility when I get hit, and pills can't be bad, only good or neutral. We already saw God's Flesh. Won't be very useful in chess because there aren't very many enemies that aren't bosses. Bosses do not get that shrinking effect. So there's no value there, really. But it's not like value down. So, lard. 2 health up, only half a heart filled, and some speed down. This lets me get to a half heart interval. It doesn't really hurt me at all in any way right now either, so it was a solid pickup. Okay, that's fine. Just make sure that I kill Famine last. And get a soul heart out of this. Which I could technically save. Like, just get down to half a heart and save it, but I don't need to. Also, just wait for it. Hangman's gonna come in handy soon. Sure. Works for me. Nope, back off. Oh, I could have walked on him. I wasn't sure. I thought it was worth a try. Yeah, I was gonna say the one that's farther away will die sooner, since lump of coal will do its thing. That was the special occasion for proper use of Hanged Man, by the way. Is the double super lust room. Just in case you were wondering when it actually was. It was then. Then was now for a moment. I could have walked on the projectile. I wonder if that... I mean, I guess it has to work. Because if it got shrunk, then it doesn't have damage that it can do to me. Like, that's just how it works, I assume. So I've got all this extra health. But I didn't get to do anything with it. That's alright, though. Because we did it. So that is it for today. Eden is a good dude as usual. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.